Hey, what is going on YouTube? It's your buddy Jordan here, and I really don't want this to be a rant at all, but it's probably going to turn into one, so I'm sorry. But yeah, I've been doing research on the new Xbox One, and it just aggravates me so much, just everything, and I just want to talk about it. I hope I'm not beating a dead horse here because I know this has been done to death, just people giving their honest opinions of it. But I hope that maybe I can... I just have to talk about it. I'm sorry. I need to get it out here. It's just pissing me off. So you guys have to understand something. My basic philosophy... It's not really philosophy. That would be glorifying it too much. My rule of thumb when new features of things are announced, like, for example, let me just refer to Call of Duty, because most people who watch here play Call of Duty. Just when new features are announced, so just say, for example, no stopping power in Black Ops 1. That was a big deal. So, back then, like, they were saying, they just found out that one perk was removed. And they were saying, this game is going to be terrible. It's going to be, they were going on and on about the effects that it would have and all of this, just on the knowledge that one little perk was removed. And basically, what I'm saying is there are dozens of people whose sole job it is for this entire game release, just to make sure that the game is balanced, that people's ideas are heard, and that overall it's a fun game to play. So the holes that you're poking in it, just based on a little piece of information, those, I guarantee you that somebody along the line in this think group has thought of it already. I guarantee you that work is being done to make things as good as possible. If you hear one little detail about something and you say, here's something that could go wrong, somebody else probably thought the same thing as you and they're working to fix it, right? That's my general rule of thumb for not getting angry at new things that are announced. Because it's like, look, people are getting paid to listen to you guys and come up with their own ideas, and chances are somebody thought of what you thought of already. And so oh man, it makes me angry that my whole philosophy on that was just totally ruined. Oh man, it's like, everybody was so hyped about the new consoles, right? And the new Xbox, it was gonna be so great. Like, it was, how long ago did the 360 come out? Like, I don't even know. It's been like 6-7 years, right? 7 years in the making. This was going to be great. It was going to be the next gen, everything right. And then they opened their mouths and things went bad. It's like that girl who's really pretty until she starts talking. That was like the Xbox One. They literally didn't have to say anything and it would have been a success. But they opened their mouths, and the guy, the presenter, the spokesperson, he's just a dick. I don't like that guy. They picked the wrong person. He's not a good speaker. And that's not to say that I'm any better than him, but you think of, like, one of the best speakers, in my opinion, was Kevin Butler, I think his name was, for the PlayStation 3, right? Or for Sony for a while. I think he's gone now, but he was just a really, he could get you hyped up. I didn't even like the PlayStation 3. I wanted to get one after hearing him talk. It made me, like, proud to be a gamer. And this guy, he just gets up there and he's some nerdy white guy, and you get the feeling that he doesn't really understand you, and he's a dick, basically. And, they did so much wrong. It just, like, and I feel like there's all these people working on it to make it a success. They're listening to everything. They can't just, like, close their eyes and pretend it's not happening. Listen. There's a statistic on here. On the Facebook page, I just refreshed it. Amazon put out a thing on what you're going to buy, PlayStation 4 or Xbox One. Now, I would get it after this if the PlayStation 4 was higher. Ideally, like, before this whole they announced it, Xbox 360 versus PS4. I think Xbox 360 was up a little bit. More people liked it than the PlayStation. Here's the statistic. 32,273 people voted for PlayStation 4. 1,796 people said Xbox One. That's like, what is that, like an 18-to-1 ratio, something like that? That's crazy. That's insane. 18-to-1. I don't know how they could mess it up this bad. And for those of you who don't know, have no idea what I'm ranting about, I probably should have said this first. Basically, they got rid of used games. You can only lend them to one friend that you've had on your friends list. It's gonna kill a whole games industry. And they're doing this all for money, by the way. That's their whole motive on this. And making money, there's nothing wrong with that. That's completely fine. They're a company, they need to make money, but it's like, you can't piss people off so bad that they don't want to buy your product. It doesn't play older games, which that's not good, I guess. But I don't think, was the PS3 backwards compatible? I don't know. But anyways, backwards compatibility, that's kind of a big deal. And so they'd probably make you rebuy old games through the marketplace, which, just to make money, I don't know, it's irritating. Always online, this is the biggest one that just pisses people off. You need to be connected to the internet to play games, even if they're offline. So say you want to play BioShock, say a new one comes out for the Xbox One. I think that series is over. Let's just say the new Assassin's Creed. You want to play it. It's offline. You have to be connected to the internet once every 24 hours to play it. Which somebody said, the guy, this dickbag working for Xbox, they asked him, he's like, yeah, I've had complaints about that. And the biggest one, this one guy, he said he was on a nuclear submarine. I don't even know what a nuclear submarine is, but I assume you can't get internet down there. And he's like, well, fortunately from him, we already have a product that plays offline. It's called the Xbox 360. And so the interviewer, he's like, so you're saying just don't buy the Xbox One if you don't have internet? And then it cut out real quick. Like, they're not doing a good job. Like, literally, PlayStation, all they have to do is not say anything until it releases, and they will have dominated the marketplace. And I'm not an expert in business, but they done messed up. Xbox. Man. So yeah, I think what else was I gonna say? Oh, if I get anything, judging based on this, I don't know the whole story yet. We'll see more as it gets closer to the release date, which I think is gonna be in the holiday season. Judging right now, this is the final push I need to get a gaming PC, which is great. And if I do end up getting like a console, PlayStation 4 looks pretty sweet. And I'm an Xbox fanboy too. I don't really like the PS3, but the Xbox One, they messed it up so bad. Like, oh, it kind of feels like an April Fool's joke. Like honestly, they should just say, "Oh, we were kidding. It's gonna be awesome." Like, oh man, they tried to throw in these things like nobody would notice, and people did. Like, they're like, yeah, you have to connect online for 24 hours. But anyways, look at this great new design. Like, tried to just brush it under the rug and hope that nobody would notice. So yeah, that's my thoughts on the Xbox One. It's really kind of disappointing, but whatever. I mean, if you don't like it, like, nobody's forcing you to buy it. If you don't like it, just don't buy it. I mean, it's disappointing that they would do this, and maybe PlayStation will do it too. Maybe they'll have restrictive DRM, making you always online and stuff like that. So far, though, they didn't announce it. They actually announced that they won't restrict used games, so that's a plus for PlayStation 4. Yeah, these are my thoughts. I'm sorry it was a long video. Hopefully you guys learned something or enjoyed or like seeing me angry. Yeah, I love you guys. Goodbye.